was thinking maybe we should.
I've made a decision, Rem.
Which is?
Run away with me, as far as we can go.
Run away to an exhilarating place where everything is in your arms. Take a trip inside.
We would arrive in Kararagi and rent a place to stay. As long as we had a home and some work, we could manage to get by somehow. Once the two of us had a stable income, we could look for a better place to live. We would go to work, spend our evenings together, and once we had enough money, we could buy a house. It's embarrassing to say, but we could have a baby. The child would be half demon and half human, so I'm sure it would be feisty. But I know that they would be completely adorable.
And by the way, you look really sexy in that outfit.
Though I will say, I think it's a bit unfair to even presume that. Gulping down my body fluids again, are you?
Subaru rolls over and sees Petra in the bed, curled up next to him. Subaru just woke up next to a 12-year-old.
And by the way, you look really sexy.
To vanish away, disappear, cost so many much. Appreciate it if you shut your disgusting mouth.
I finally found you. Stay back, I suppose. So you finally accept your fate?
That's not a very accurate description. If anything, I would say that now I've made up my mind.
Subaru's body flailing around on the floor as Ram is choking him to death. Too weak to fight back, Subaru's just about ready to accept his death when suddenly Ram lets go of his neck. Coughing up blood, Subaru realizes that Ram has collapsed from exhaustion. Gazing down at her motionless body, Subaru picks up a large rock with both his hands and lifts it up into the air.
Do you swear you'll stay forever, even if your face don't stay together? Stay forever.
The sound of the rock hitting her skull was so loud that it echoed throughout the forest. Subaru's behavior eventually led to his nickname, the Purge King. The Purge King truly was the physical embodiment of fear itself. Tails. She vocalized her frustration as she disposed of the man's corpse, but Subaru wasn't happy with Frederica's disrespect. So later that night, when she brought him his dinner, he flipped another coin as she was leaving. Heads, he said. Don't worry, Frederica. Your family is safe for now. In the middle of Pandemonium's reception hall, a blinding light swallowed the entire room and then shattered. Lagunica was desperate to subjugate the villainous Purge King, so they had no choice but to send Reinhardt Van Estrella to complete the task. As the dust clears, Reinhardt is surprised to find Subaru unharmed, sitting on his throne with Hannibal and Cecilus at his side. Reinhardt begs her to leave the building immediately when suddenly a sword of ice pierces clean through his abdomen, making him cough up blood and fall to his knees. Both Reinhardt and Emilia were shocked at what just occurred. Reinhardt was supposed to have divine protections that should have blocked the attack, but because Emilia did it unconsciously, Reinhardt's blessings couldn't detect it. "Please, Reinhardt, leave Subaru alone," Emilia says, to which Reinhardt replies, "That is not possible." Reinhardt informs Emilia that Subaru had been responsible for over 126,000 deaths. Emilia wasn't aware of any of this, but it didn't matter. She wasn't going to give up on Subaru no matter what. She runs up and hugs Subaru and begs him to run away with her. She explains that she did resent him at first for what he did to her, but it didn't matter anymore. Even after she learned of all the evil acts he committed as the Purge King, Emilia had forgiven him for all of it. And something about that made Subaru distrust her. How could anyone forgive him for all of the horrible things he's done? It's impossible, he thought. Subaru shoves her across the hallway and calls her a liar. All his other thoughts disappeared, and everything in his head was suddenly replaced with fear. As Subaru watches in horror, Emilia's color slowly fades to gray. He starts to scream in agony as Emilia's silver hair and amethyst eyes turn to black and white. The maids killing Subaru in the Roswell mansion ended up traumatizing him, giving him extreme trust issues that basically ruined his life. He became a monster who the entire world was scared of, but deep down, Subaru was the one who was actually scared. Subaru's trust issues eventually led to his vision being limited to black and white. Reinhardt he expected to at least have a hint of color, but no. He was black and white as well. They were all fake to Subaru. The only people that still had their color were Beatrice and Emilia. Subaru killed Beatrice, and now Emilia had just lost her color. So now the entire world was black and white for Subaru. Well, almost the entire world.
I'm feeling detached, there's no coming back. I wanna say that
I heard a voice ripe with hatred, a sound which would not leave my ears. Words imbued with rage followed me. It was frightening, so frightening that I could not bear it. I was being crushed by the pressure of this noise, which did not obscure its murderous intent.
I'm going to kill you!
And with the more I clung to my life, the more I would hurt others. First and foremost, I was sorry, so sorry, and yet I was still drowning.